Professional Advancement. And I'm here to welcome you to this open house today, 12 p.m. Central Time in New Orleans, going into our big Mardi Gras extended weekend. I hope that those of you who are in the Gulf South region are having a good Mardi Gras, and that those of you who are not here can, I don't know, find some way to participate as well. I'm here with my colleague Sheila Gold, who oversees student recruitment and admissions for the school, and our colleague Ann Conlon, who's behind the scenes running the slides. And just wanted to say that we're excited for you to find out more about the School of Professional Advancement, or SoPA, as we call it. We look forward to getting to know you during this admissions process. And we hope that this session will be reflective of your entire experience of applying to become a SoPA student. We are here to help and support our students at every step, and that starts with thinking about going back to school. So thank you again for joining us, and I'll hand things over to my colleague Sheila.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I appreciate that. I'm sorry, I just muted and unmuted myself very quickly. We appreciate you all being here. We know that this is, the middle of your week, and that you all are taking some time out to be with us. We are always excited to talk about our programs and to share what we do with other people. We think there are several different ways that Tulane School of Professional Advancement has some differentiators from other schools in their programs. And so we're excited to share those with you as we go through this webinar. Just a couple things. If you have questions along the way, you can drop them in the chat at the bottom. A lot of people don't love to talk during webinars or post their questions during webinars. That's okay too. We will share my contact information with you at the end of this webinar, and feel free to email me. So either way, we want you to know that you can get your questions answered and that we'd like to hear from you. So a little bit about the School of Professional Advancement. So Tulane University was founded in 1834 as the Medical College of Louisiana. It was actually founded as a response to the yellow fever epidemic, which is a little bit ironic since we find ourselves just coming out of another epidemic, but these things happen throughout history. What's important for you all to understand and sort of take away from this webinar is that 50 years later, which is actually a pretty short time considering how old the university is, the very first iteration of what we now call the School of Professional Advancement was started at the university. So Tulane is made up of 9 smaller schools, one of which is the School of Professional Advancement. And in 1886, it was started as a school specifically dedicated to adult learners and non-traditional students. And we still continue to do that today. The vast majority of our students are working adults or are students who are coming back to school and getting their undergraduate degree in a way that is not the typical, I just graduated high school, went straight to college at 18 years old. So we continue to offer classes in a way that are flexible and engaging to students who are working and non-traditional. So we'll talk a lot more about that as we go through our slides. Next slide, please. So what we're going to talk about in this webinar is our online classes. Now, for undergraduate students, not all of our classes are online, but we do offer online classes. And the reason we do that is because it offers flexibility to students. Not all students can come to campus. Not all students can fit into their schedule a way to like leave work or family commitments and make it to a traditional classroom. And so we offer the flexibility of on-ground and online. There is a way to get your bachelor's degree 100% online if you're interested in that. And certainly if you're transferring in credits from other schools, you can finish your bachelor's degree online. We're going to talk about the different programs that we offer at the School of Professional Advancement. We offer a lot of student support to our students. We do feel like that's a differentiator for us. And also our price point at the School of Professional Advancement is more affordable than the traditional Newcomb Tulane College, which is where students straight out of high school enter Tulane University. And of course, all of this is wrapped up in the fact that you get a Tulane degree, and we feel like having that degree opens doors for our students. So we'll go a little bit more in depth into all of these. So let me tell you a little bit more about our online and in-person. For our undergraduate degrees, we certainly do offer the traditional come to campus, sit in a classroom format. But we also offer online learning for our students. And I'm going to tell you why our online learning is a differentiator between us and other schools. So we have at the School of Professional Advancement master's level educators. So that means folks that went back and got their master's degree in education. But instead of choosing to be classroom teachers, they chose to be what are called instructional designers. This is a specific area of education where folks learn how to take traditional curriculum that you teach in the classroom and translate it to the online space. And what that means is they take the curriculum that you need to learn in each class and figure out how to make it interactive and engaging for our students. So our students have the opportunity to interact with the curriculum. They have the ability to work in small groups. They have the ability to create relationships and friendships with other students, and they have the ability to get to know their professors. So we offer our students ways that they can mimic real world scenarios, have interactive activities, tabletop exercises, and learn the curriculum in very different ways. So for instance, we'll tell you two ways. So two ways that you can learn in different classes is the first way is we have some courses that are actually taught in the virtual metaverse space. So you can actually become an avatar, create an avatar for yourself, go into a virtual world and navigate a scenario that helps you learn a particular topic or lesson. Another way that we make our curriculum interactive and engaging and a little bit different from other schools where you just sort of flip through PowerPoints is often our professors will create podcasts for our students to listen to. So you can put on a podcast, put on earbuds, or put it on your phone, put it on speakerphone, and you can listen for 15 minutes at a time while you're cleaning the house, doing the laundry, cooking dinner, maybe driving in your car. You can chop it up into little 15-minute segments. You can listen to your curriculum as opposed to flipping through PowerPoints or maybe even just reading a chapter in a book. It's a different way that our students can incorporate learning while they're on the go doing other things such as taking care of family or work. So our students find this is very different. Another way that we find that our programs are different from other schools is that our professors all do what they teach. They're all professionals from the field in which they teach. So for instance, if anybody here is interested in paralegal studies, Patricia Betancourt is one of our faculty members. She's actually an attorney. She's a litigation expert. So when she teaches our students, she actually tells them about real world courtroom experience. She's not just reading it from a book and teaching it to students. She actually does this work. Bo Boudreau is one of our writing instructors. He's an actual author and published poet. For those of you who are interested in our health and wellness or sports studies programs, Tyra Mitchell is the former chief of physical therapy at Ochsner, which is our big healthcare system here in New Orleans. She has her doctorate in physical therapy. And Ralph Russo is the director of our IT and cyber programs. He is a former NYPD officer, but after 9/11, he helped them create their first cybersecurity unit. So all of our professors, these are just a small example of our professors who actually do the work that they teach our students. So their purpose is to give you all real world skills that you will need in the workforce today so that when you graduate, you will have the most up-to-date skills so that when you go to apply for a job, you have absolutely the most desirable traits as a job applicant and candidate. So we also feel like that's a differentiator for us as well. So here's just a little bit, some quotes from our faculty. So one of our faculty members in cyber and IT is Amanda Fennell. She is the Chief Information Officer at Relativity. And she said, as a cybersecurity leader, I feel it's vital to prepare our professionals through practical experience, which is why I incorporate my day job into my classes at night. So that's a perfect example of working professionals who choose to teach some classes to current students because they know that you all are going into the workforce and they want to bring their day job and what they do every single day into the classroom. For those of you who might be interested in some media and design courses, Tremor Gregorian is one of our faculty members. And she says, in a society where media is so pervasive and ever changing, I think it's vital for students to learn the problem solving skills necessary to create strategic, innovative, cultural, and socially significant communication solutions. So she wants to make sure that when you go to apply for a job, you can problem solve and that you have strategic solutions to problems that you can offer to a future employer, and that your communication skills can create solutions to problems. So that's what we will offer you when you get a Tulane degree. So a little bit more about what we offer you to study at the School of Professional Advancement. All of the bachelor's degrees that we offer are listed here: digital design, digital media and marketing communications, exercise science, general legal studies, which is an ABA, American Bar Association accredited program. Many of our students go into being a paralegal or even applying to law school. A bachelor's in health and wellness, Homeland Security, humanities, which is a very broad degree. All you have to do is take different classes from the humanities: history, English classes, writing classes, those sorts of courses. IT, public relations, social sciences, which is also a very broad degree, and you just pick and create your major based on just taking different social sciences classes, which are sociology, poli-sci, those sorts of classes. I said sociology, political science, psychology classes. Organizational behavior and management studies, which is a very long word for business, and then human resources, which is also a business degree. So those are the masters that we offer. We also offer several certificates to our students. If you're not interested in getting a full degree, but you want to get a very specific knowledge set in certain areas, we offer certificates in accounting fundamentals, advertising, digital media and marketing communications, human resources, public relations, and small business development. Now, those are not a full degree, but you can take several courses and get a deep knowledge in those areas. We also offer what are called post-baccalaureate certificates. And these certificates lie somewhere between a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. So for our post-baccalaureate certificates, you already have to have a bachelor's degree, but these are still undergraduate level classes in specific areas, most of them being education. So if you're interested in being a classroom teacher, early secondary and high school education, and our K-12 special ed and teaching English learners, post-baccalaureate certificates would be for you. We also offer two PBCs in graphic design and interactive design. These are a little bit higher level design certificates, but you will have need to have a bachelor's degrees for those. Okay, so a little bit, something else you need to know that we offer is many of our students have been working professionals for years, and they come to our programs with a lot of expertise in certain areas. And oftentimes they'll have to take a class for their bachelor's degree. And they're like, wait a minute, I've been doing that, what I'm about to learn in that course, I've been doing that professionally for years. If you ever run into a situation like that, so for instance, you don't have your paralegal degree, but you've been working in a law office and you're interested in getting your paralegal degree, but you've been doing some things in that law office that sort of function as a paralegal, there may be courses where you already have that expertise. So you can go to your advisor and you can go to the professor and say, I'd like to get credit for this class. I don't think I need to take it. And so if you can demonstrate through written work and through some conversations with your faculty member that you already know the knowledge objectives of that course, you can get what we call credit for prior learning. And you can do that for up to 8 classes at the undergraduate level. And this is a way that you can earn credits towards your degree a little bit more quickly, and it also saves you money. So it saves you time and money. Oftentimes there will be folks that have military training that might apply towards some of our security courses. There's lots of different ways that you can demonstrate that you have a knowledge block, and you'll be able to move towards your degree a little bit more quickly. Okay. Another thing that we feel like we do very well at SoPA is we offer our students a tremendous amount of support. So we are very much committed not only to getting students into SoPA, but we want to see you graduate. We want to see you walk across the stage and get that Tulane degree. So one of the things we're dedicated to doing is offering you a lot of support. So every SoPA student has an academic advisor, a faculty advisor, as well as a career advisor. And our career advisor is just for our SoPA students. We do not share them with any other part of the Tulane community. And they're there to help our students hear about job opportunities. They're here to help you with your resume. They're here to help you with your LinkedIn page. One of the things that we're offering right now is free headshot pictures that you could put on your LinkedIn page or any other social media. And then we also offer a network of peers and alumni to our students that will help you network and find jobs upon graduation. All right, so a little bit of information. I had mentioned earlier that a Tulane SoPA degree is priced more affordably than our Newcomb Tulane degree. And that's for a lot of different reasons. A, we're committed to students who are non-traditional and working students. And we know that you have other commitments such as work and family. So we try to make this an access point to the university that's a little bit more easy to manage with all sorts of other things that you have going on. Our spring tuition at the undergraduate rate is $596 per credit hour, and all of our courses are 3 credit hours. We cap our fees for our students. So you have very nominal fees. They won't be over $150 per semester. And sometimes they're even a little bit less than that. And that is total. So many other schools that you look at, once you start adding on all their levels of fees, it could almost double your tuition rate. That will not be the case at SoPA at all. The majority of what you pay is just tuition. So definitely do some comparison work when you're looking at other schools. We also offer other ways for students to afford their Tulane degree. We offer federal grants and loans. You will have to fill out a FAFSA form, which is the federal form for financial aid. We are very proudly a yellow ribbon school. So those of you who are active duty or veterans, that's a program that we offer. And we also offer several different 20% tuition discounts for our students. So if you are active duty, military, or a veteran, if you are a current K through 12 teacher or staff member, if you are a public works employee in New Orleans, in Orleans Parish, if you have received a degree from an HBCU or a minority serving institution, or if you are a current Phi Theta Kappa member from a 2-year institution, then we offer 20% tuition discounts for you. Once again, also, you can get credit for prior learning up to 24 credits, which is 8 classes. And that's another way that you can save money and time towards your degree. So our application process, we try to keep simple, but there are always questions that pop up, and that's okay too. Our application is an online application. It lives on our website at sopa.tulane.edu. You can see that, that address at the bottom of your screen. When you go to that address on our website, you'll see a big button at the top that says apply. Click it, and it opens you up into our application portal. For the undergraduate application, we will need to have you upload a current government ID. For most of you, that's just taking a picture of your driver's license or a passport and uploading it. You need to send us transcripts from any school from which you've received college credits. If you have not received college credit from anywhere, then we will need your high school transcript. We also require a $40 application fee. However, as a thank you to you for sitting through this webinar in the middle of what I assume is a busy day, we will automatically waive that fee for you. If some of you have already applied and paid that fee, please email me after this and I can refund that fee to you. If you have any questions along the way about our application process, please email me. We like getting to know our students. We feel like that's also a differentiator for us. We are not a huge school, so we do get to make relationships with our students, and we philosophically feel like the application process is the first step towards building relationships. So reach out. I will be happy to hear from you. So some deadlines that you will be interested in knowing. We have 3 application starts per year. Our next application or our next semester start is summer term. You need to get your application in by May 1 for our summer term. Our term after that is our traditional fall start, which is an August 1 application deadline. And then our spring start, which is a January start, is January 1. Now, those are the absolute latest dates that you can get your application in. We encourage you to get your application in way earlier than that for several reasons. A, you can get your admission from us early. You can start making plans, go through the financial aid process, get everything in order. But we also have an incentive for you to apply early and register early. So if you register for classes for the summer term by May 25th, you'll get our early enrollment scholarship of $200. That is automatically applied to your first semester's tuition. You will get $200 off your first semester. If you apply and register for classes by August 1st for fall, if you prefer to start in fall, but if you register by August 1, you will get $200. And if you register for classes by January 1st for our spring term, then you will get $200 off your first semester. So go ahead and get your application in early. It's a nice way to just get $200 off your first semester. There's no downside to it. And it's our way of saying, we hope that first semester is just a little bit easier for you. Okay, so that's all of the sort of like nuts and bolts of the school and our processes. My contact information is on the screen in front of you. There is a phone number, but I tell folks, email me. I'm not always next to my phone, but I'm usually in front of my email, sgold@tulane.edu. I'll be happy to answer any questions for you. So with that said, I'll give you all a minute. If anybody has a question that you'd like to drop in the chat, feel free to do that now. So I'll give you all a minute. And if I don't see anything in the chat, we can wrap up. But the chat is right at the bottom of your screen. I had dropped in a little welcome earlier. All right, is there a no promo code for the application fee waiver? We are capturing right now your registration and that you attended this webinar, and we will automatically waive it, like it's attached to your application. Once again, if you've already applied and paid the fee, I can go ahead and waive that for you. Just email me at sgold@tulane.edu. Okay, well, I don't see any more questions. So I am thrilled that you all attended this webinar. You'll be getting an email from me tomorrow as a thank you for attending. It'll also have my contact information on it. But if there's any other questions, just reach out to me. And we thank you all for attending today. And I hope to see your applications really soon. Thanks, everyone.